I've been that guy. While you was at home doing this, I was in the club making moves.
Jake Paul, if this is not going to be, curated into a little dance around an exhibition, could find himself in a way of getting seriously hurt here, like Francis Ngannou did. Francis Ngannou was an MMA fighter that got blasted out by Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua has officially responded after Jake Paul's latest training footage took over social media, with fans analyzing every slow-motion punch and power combo from Paul's new camp video. Joshua's reaction has only intensified the growing buzz around their upcoming showdown. As a former unified heavyweight champion, AJ isn't easily impressed, yet he's clearly taking notice. With Paul appearing sharper, more focused, and more explosive than ever, Joshua's comments suggest a mix of respect for Paul's rapid improvements and unwavering belief that his own experience will ultimately make the difference on fight night.
Anthony Joshua should not get in the way of Fury and Joshua, really, in my view. It's an absolute joke. It shouldn't be sanctioned. I really don't believe it should be sanctioned. I have a sneaking suspicion that it would be a very big fight. But the biggest thing is us rubbernecking to actually see if they do get to the point where they step in the ring together. Because Jake Paul's an area level fighter, a British area level fighter, and Anthony Joshua is still a killer and a live heavyweight. That should not be sanctioned anywhere in the world, in my view.
It's dangerous, man.
Very dangerous.
It brings the sport into disrepute. The people that are talking about organising that, they should have a real hard look at themselves.
But even Eddie Hearn's kind of teasing he doesn't like it, but you can see the glimpse.
No, man.
Of dollars.
There's no price. There is no price.
There shouldn't be.
There's absolutely no price.
Agree with you.
On it.
Back when Jake Paul was still cutting his teeth in boxing, Anthony Joshua offered what many saw as a surprisingly respectful endorsement. In a 2025 interview, when asked about Paul, Joshua simply replied, "He's good for boxing." That early remark revealed AJ's willingness to acknowledge Paul's impact on boosting mainstream interest in the sport, even as many questioned Paul's long-term potential. Fast forward to today, the matchup is no longer theoretical. It's real, and the stakes are higher than ever. Paul enters with a 12-1 record and 7 KOs, facing the biggest test of his career. Joshua, the former unified heavyweight champion, brings a 28-4 record into the showdown.
To fight Anthony Joshua now. How do you think that's going to go?
Man, Anthony Joshua, I don't know why Anthony Joshua, I think Anthony Joshua will knock him out. No disrespect to Jake Paul, I think Anthony Joshua will knock him out. I'm saying like within 2-3 rounds.
Yeah.
You saw what Anthony Joshua did to Francis Ngannou?
Yeah.
Come on. I ain't never seen Francis get knocked out.
Yeah, that was huge too.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
they're
huge.
both huge.
Yeah, he's huge. But you gotta hear the story. You gotta get Francis Ngannou in here and hear this story though.
I'd love to.
Bro, he was set up though, for real.
On that fight?
Yeah, I believe him. Cause here's what they do, like what sometimes what people don't understand. Like in boxing, dude, I don't know a whole lot about boxing. When you fight for promotion, they promote that fighter. So he's fighting in Saudi Arabia. So they was probably fighting at 3 a.m. and they had him in the locker room. It's like 12.
During their first public face-off at the November 21st press conference, Anthony Joshua didn't hold back. He stressed the professionalism of the matchup, calling it massive, colossal, and a truly high-profile sporting event that blends star power with real skill. Joshua made it clear his mindset is locked in. No mercy on fight night. At the same event, Jake Paul was questioned about his expected weight for their December 19th showdown. He explained that he had recently been cutting weight for a different bout, which made the transition to heavyweight more demanding. Paul estimated he would come in somewhere between 215 and 225 pounds, acknowledging the challenge ahead.
Team, nothing negative. He's here to do his job. I can sit up here, as I said, and try and address all the things that Jake doesn't do good. But I'm fighting the Jake that's going to do everything good on December 19th. So let me focus on that. He's a good person, does his thing, great team around him, puts in the work, and that's why he's sitting here now. Anyone out there in the world that works harder than the next person deserves to be a front runner, and he's a front runner in the boxing game right now.
Respect. Jake, can I ask, it feels to me from afar, you're in a bit of a lose-lose here, because it seems like a lot of people want to see you get obliterated, right? A lot of people want to see you get your comeuppance. And if you do pull off the upset, or if this fight goes the distance, again, the whispers will start to come. People will discredit you. People will say, this, that, and the other about the fight. How do you balance that, and how do you deal with that?
Man, I've already won at every single thing in life. I'm playing on house money. I've accomplished all my dreams, said everything I was going to do, from becoming, the first influencer to become an actor on Disney, to becoming the biggest YouTuber in the world, to rising to the top of boxing and having the largest viewed fight in the history of the sport. I've accomplished everything. So this is a win-win and another challenge for myself. I've never been knocked down or knocked out even in sparring, but I'm in a sport where that happens. And I know this is dangerous, but this is no different than a soccer player, losing in the World Cup on the biggest stage. If that's how it goes, if I take one of those punches that Francis Ngannou took and I'm on the canvas, let's see how tough I am. Let's see if I can get back up. But I'm ready for that. I'm prepared for that mentally, and I know that he has to deal with me as well. This is not as one-sided fight as people think, and I have power. I have the ability to put people to sleep, and so that's why I took this challenge. And I know it's crazy and all of that, but I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited. My team's excited, and everyone believes in me, and that's all that matters.
How much do you expect to weigh on fight night?
Man, I was cutting down for Gervonta, so it's been a little tough getting back up in some strength for this, but anywhere 215 to 225, we'll see.
Okay, and I want to clear something up with you, AJ. I saw in the press release that it said that on weigh-in day, you can't weigh above 245, but post weigh-ins, you can weigh whatever you want. There's no rehydration clause or anything like that. Is that accurate?
Whatever it says, yeah, I think that's the case. But my focus, 111 kilograms is what I got to weigh in at, right? I do kilograms, not
Yeah,
pounds.
I don't know. You stumped me on that one. What is 111? Should I look?
Jake Paul insists this fight is his moment to silence every critic who has claimed he only chooses smaller or past their prime opponents. By stepping in against Anthony Joshua, a legitimate heavyweight and former world champion. Paul says he's finally proving he belongs among elite competitors. According to him, once he beats Joshua, every doubt disappears. Asterisk, no one can deny me. Asterisk, the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua showdown is a fully sanctioned professional heavyweight contest under the marquee of Queensberry rules. The bout will be 8 rounds of 3 minutes each, with both fighters required to wear 10-ounce gloves. Notably, Joshua must weigh in at no more than 245 pounds, a limit designed to keep the matchup balanced. A winter defeat will be added to each man's official record. This is a real deal.
Fight a real boxer. They said, fight someone your size. They said, fight a world champion. We looked at a long list of supposed fighters for me to fight. The world. Make no mistake, this is the biggest fight of my career. I'm walking into the lion's den. I'm doing something that no one else has ever done before. I, Jake Joseph Paul, will knock out, defeat, and embarrass Anthony Joshua Friday, December 19th, live on Netflix. My voice cracked. I'm still going through puberty. The biggest fight of 2025. USA versus UK. He's got the belts, the size, the history, but I have the balls. Be careful what you wish for. Jake versus Joshua. Judgment Day. He has a 90% knockout ratio, but I have 100%.
Teddy Atlas offers a cautiously intrigued perspective on the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua showdown. While he cautions that the leap in class and experience may be too much for Paul, he doesn't dismiss the matchup entirely. Atlas notes Joshua's recent knockout defeat and extended layoff, hinting that lingering ghost in the attic could leave him vulnerable. Although he acknowledges Joshua is still the more skilled and dangerous puncher, Atlas says he's curious enough to see what version of AJ steps into the ring, and whether Paul can capitalize.
Having said all of that, this might be a step too far. Now, when I say it, I try to be responsible. I've been in this game 50 years, so I know where not to step, where you could twist an ankle, or worse, you could break a leg or fall down. When I say that with the understanding, too, that Joshua's coming off being knocked out. Joshua hasn't fought for a year, right? But it's about a year. And there's some ghost in his attic. There are. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's gotten rid of some of them, But I know that in the position of a fighter coming where he's coming from, there are ghosts in your attic. I don't know if those ghosts are still taking up space. I don't know if maybe there could be no better exorcism for those ghosts than fighting a Jake Paul. That might be just the exorcism you need to clear out the attic. I don't know. That's the problem. We don't know. That's the mystery part of this. That's what makes it so. It makes it two things at once: intriguing and.
Ryan Garcia highlights the potentially life-changing consequences Jake Paul could face if he loses to Anthony Joshua. He stresses that Joshua's power is nothing to underestimate and warns that a defeat could impact Paul not only physically, but also in terms of reputation and long-term career direction. Garcia believed the experience could be transformative, underscoring the massive challenge Paul is stepping into. He emphasizes that Joshua's combination of punching power, timing, and skill makes this a serious test, and that Paul must rely on disciplined training, preparation, and full awareness to handle the danger Joshua brings. That a key concern surrounding this matchup is Joshua's activity level. AJ has competed only twice in the last 2 years. Following a split decision loss to Alexander Usyk in 2022, Joshua's schedule has been noticeably inconsistent.
Far by Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua?
By far?
Yeah. Too easy.
Why did he take that fight?
I think he didn't have no opponents and he wanted to make Netflix happy, and I think he made a misstep. I think he was handling his career perfectly.
Yeah.
I think he would have beat Gervonta.
I think he would have beat Gervonta too.
But I think this is a big misstep. I think he let his ego get in from him.
Rising heavyweight Moses Atama urged Jake Paul to prioritize his health over the payday, warning that one wrong punch could have lasting effects. Meanwhile, former champion Amir Khan was even more direct, claiming Joshua could seriously hurt Paul, even risk brain damage at S.